Welcome everybody, welcome everybody to today's webinar. And I am fired up and excited and humbled and honored to be your hostess this evening. I want to give everybody a chance to chime in the chat box. Let us know what city and state you are tuning in from so we can get to know one another. And we'll probably get started in about maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
One day I'm gonna be famous. One day I'll be able to say that I made it. One day I'm gonna be rich. Everything is gonna be different. One day I'll be able to say that I made it. I'll have one secret. It's the kind that I kinda gotta tell the whole world. I just can't believe it. I'll sing it from the mountaintops and tell everyone it wasn't me, but God that gets all the glory. For without Him letting me be, I wouldn't be able to say, yeah, I made it. Says I've achieved greatness, then I still won't say that I made it. One day I'm gonna be dead, but that's not all bad, 'cause I'll be up in heaven. Ooh, then that will be the day I say I made it. I've lived with that secret. I didn't have to tell the whole world.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's webinar. I need you guys tuning in to give me a city and state shout out so we can go ahead and introduce you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started in 1 minute. All right, everybody, welcome to today's webinar. I'm excited, fired up, and humbled to be your hostess this evening. We are on a mission to help save 1,000 families, and by doing these webinars every week, we are reaching our goal. We are reaching into you and pouring into you. So if somebody invited you to this webinar, they thought so highly of you and wanted to change your life. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out to tune in on this Sunday evening, and you are in for a treat. I promise you. I'm an executive director in this wonderful, life-changing opportunity called TotalLifeChanges, and I'm excited to be your hostess this evening, but I am not your presenter. I'm going to get myself out of the way. The gentleman that I am going to be presenting to you this evening is a humble servant leader. I had an opportunity to meet him and his lovely wife And the spirit that they exude, to me, is what leadership is all about. And the crazy thing about it is that they are a young couple, and I love, 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 love seeing young families win in this industry. He is a husband, a father, and he started his life in the streets, so he's relatable to somebody on this webinar right now. His story is so moving because he was able to pull himself away from that lifestyle through ministry. Now he is an entrepreneur. He's spoken across the world, and he is on the mission as well to save 1,000 families from poverty. So without further ado, Mr. Adrian Townsend, are you there?
Yes, yes, Miss Pierre, can you hear me clear?
I can hear you. I can see you, brother. It is yours. Take it away.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm just super excited right now simply because, you know, this is truly in this season, it's really been truly a blessing to align myself along with my beautiful wife and my family with some incredible individuals like you and your husband. Learning a lot from you guys as you guys are already, you know, going regional very shortly here and soon national. I'm super excited for that, just to really learn from you guys' expertise with, you know, family. Again, my name is Adrian Entrepreneurs Townsend. You can go on Facebook right now and really understand that I am a real person. Like I always tell as I do these conference calls and these webinars across the globe, and let you guys know that I have a family of 2.5, right? I have a 4-year-old, right? I have a 19-month, and I also have, you know, another one that's on the way. Would you believe God blessed me with 3 boys, right? So we got 3 boys. One is Israel, another is Judah, and another we're actually praying for that name for the one that's due in August. But just to kind of really, you know, get right into the information that we're going to really share with you guys on this evening. This is going to just be a very brief conversation, if you don't mind. I really like to have a conversation versus a presentation because I really want to speak to your soul. I want to speak to your mind. I want to speak to your emotions and really kind of understand that my wife and I got started into this based upon a need and not greed. And what I simply mean by that, you know, if you have ever had young kids, right? If you've ever had young kids, most of us understand to be an effective parent, you must be engaging, right? So I was finding myself always tired. I was finding myself always in a position where slothful, right? I mean, my kids, when I come home at night, you know, they want to play, they want to jump on my back, they want to play with their toys, but I'm always tired. So going into 2016, you know, I found myself looking across the internet, and I found a good friend of mine by the name of Darryl Drake, who was actually already a successful entrepreneur, and I found him marketing this product that you can lose 5 pounds in 5 days, right? And it's called the IASO tea. And I'm going to go to the PowerPoint, but I kind of wanted to share my story and how we got involved, you know. But he sent me 4 packs of tea, and would you believe I weighed at 220 pounds on a Sunday evening, and by Tuesday, Wednesday came around, family, would you believe that I lost 5 pounds in those 3 days? And after about 3 weeks, I lost 13 pounds, right? I mean, all for the last 90 days, guys, I was able to lose about 25 pounds altogether, guys. I'm fitting in clothes that I haven't been able to fit for the past couple of years. You know, I feel incredible. But that's just kind of my journey and how I got started into the business, guys, just by simply me needing to feel better. And I was able to accomplish that through the grace of God and these incredible products that we're going to share with you on this beautiful evening, guys. So let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and get the PowerPoint up and running, guys. Go ahead. Be patient with me, family. Awesome, awesome. Hopefully you guys can see this. All right. Total Life Changes, right? The company that has been transforming bodies but also transforming bank accounts. Guys, when my wife and I saw that not only did I get the results, when I saw that when I gave this to a good friend of mine who weighed 297 pounds, and this young lady tried every product you can name of, shakes, bakes, I'm talking about beans, I'm talking about all types of different coffees, right? Never could have gotten results, right? But would you believe that after she tried this IASO tea, right? This IASO tea and another product we're going to really get into called the HCG, right? Would you believe this young lady was able to lose 23 pounds? you know, my personal test. This is my first couple days of me being partnered up with Total Life Change. I'm talking about another friend of mine, you know, really worked first shift. And if you know, working first shift means that you're waking up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. This young lady always complained about her being tired. So I heard that this tea actually helps you out with energy. So I ended up giving her this bag of tea, and she texts me, Adrian, what is in this tea? And I can just truly, you know, be truthful with you guys. I was real fresh. So I was really unable really to tell her what was in it. And I said, well, I'll definitely get back with you and find that information out. But she just told me, I don't know what's in it, but my energy level has been through the roof. And not only that, I've been experiencing numbness in my face for the past couple of years. I am no longer feeling that. So guys, those were my 2 testimonies, along with me getting my own personal testimony with the product, guys. And then just really understanding that this company really is dedicated to transforming bodies and bank accounts, guys. So let's get right into it. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, I'm sure you already know that 76 Americans are living a check-to-check lifestyle. And so was I. Let me tell you a quick story. I remember when I was at, you know, about 20 years of age, and my good mentor, this was my first mentor when I got into business back in 2009. He sat me down, and he was on his fireplace. Now, this gentleman had a 7th grade education, right? His wife, you know, literally had a PhD, right? She was actually an instructor at an actual high school, a teacher at the high school, and she had more degrees than a thermometer, okay? But her husband, you know, he had a 7th grade education. Would you believe that he took multiple companies from 0 to $500 million? So I'm sitting in this guy's house. He lives down here in Charleston. He tells me, Adrian, do you really want to understand, you know, why the rich get richer, the rich get rich and the poor get poorer? And I said, what is that, sir? He said, listen, Adrian, the more people buy, the more they cry. The more they supply, the more they fly. He said, instead of you going out, you know, getting your collecting your check, you know, focus on what you can supply versus what you can buy, and you can get ahead and you can become wealthy. And that changed my mind, guys, because 76% of Americans, their main focus, our main focus is what can we buy. But guys, Total Life Changes enabled us to be the supplier so we can fly, guys. Let's go right into it. All right, break the chains of poverty. Listen, one of my main passions, you know, I really believe that, you know, when my wife and I came up with the strategy, you know, we have a marketing firm called the Next Level Group, and our motto is to uplift, educate, and elevate. And what that just simply means in one word, guys, we are on a fight. We are freedom fighters. We're looking for individuals who are looking to break the chains of poverty, and Total Life Changes afforded us that way. Okay, let's get right into it. People are hurting. I'm going to be honest with you. And the broke cycle is real. I'm talking about people are not able to get a fresh breath of air. We just had a live home party, meaning that I went to someone's living room and presented in front of some friends and family members of theirs. And I just remember, you know, asking the questions, what is the average American bills? Let's think about it, right? You know, the average mortgage is what, $1,000 a month? You know, the average car note is what, $400 a month, right? The average light bill is $200 a month, right? That's what, $1,600, right? You know, if you're looking at a phone bill of a family of 4, you're looking at $200, right? That's what, $1,800? What's another bill that's out there? You know, water bill, light bill, car insurance, groceries. Let's talk about groceries. $400 added on to the $1,800, guys. Listen, you know, the average American has money going out around $3,000 to $4,000 a month, guys. Those are 5 to 10 different bills when the average American only has one source of income, guys. That is an issue. That is truly an issue, guys. And this is why, you know, most of us are in that cycle of being broke, guys. So let's get right into it. We've got the painkiller, and that's the reason you're on this webinar, okay? I truly believe that the seed to increase is knowledge. I will repeat that. I truly believe that the seed of increase is knowledge. I truly believe that when we can get the proper information, which you're going to experience on this webinar, along with myself, along with this beautiful couple, the Pierres, you're going to really get some information that if you truly apply it, I promise you, you will take your life to the next level. Okay, you want to stop the pain of living a life filled with limitations. I can really relate to this, guys. Like Miss Pierre just mentioned, I came directly from the streets. I'm not ashamed to really express this, but I sold drugs to put myself in college, to pay for my school books, right? I had the wrong vehicle at the time, but I had the right vision. I truly wanted my mother to get out of that 500 square foot home that she was in, a drug infested environment, right? So I said I needed to go to college. So I ended up going to South Carolina State University, guys. And would you believe I was the only one in that area that actually graduated high school, but actually attempted to go to college, guys. So I'm just letting you know that if you live a life full with limitations, it is going to be hard for you to help the next person. So break the chains of limitations, guys. All right, so Total Life Changes has allowed thousands of average people to finally start living a life with no limits. I truly believe, guys, that the mindset is always before the money. I will repeat that. The mindset is always before the money, okay? We have to get involved with the proper relationships. I truly believe if you reflect back to your life, most of us who maybe, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we can really contest that every level that we either went up in life in or either went stagnated in, it was based upon who we allowed in our life. And Total Life Changes is a community of people who are focused and like-minded, who are driven to help the next person elevate, right? Uplift and educate. And I truly believe that if we can surround ourselves with the proper relationships, then we can become those freedom fighters and really assist this next generation to be the best generation, guys. So Total Life Changes has afforded us to do that. Okay, all you have to do is say yes, guys. It starts with a decision, guys. It starts with a decision to say yes. So why Total Life Changes? Let's get right into it, guys. It stood the test of time. It's been around for over 16 years. Right? It's not a here today and gone tomorrow type of company. Now, I can really, make you guys laugh. I remember a few summers ago, right? This had been maybe 6, 7 summers ago. A couple of friends of mine, we went in Mount Pleasant. We have an area down here in Charleston, Mount Pleasant, and it was supposedly a credible heating and air company. It was a great summer job. We was making about $700, $500 to $700 a week, right? So a Thursday evening, hey man, guys, we're gonna see you tomorrow. And would you believe that Thursday evening, everything was intact? But would you believe about that Friday morning when we came, because Friday is normally payday, right? By Friday, everything in the warehouse was gone. Guys, it just blew my mind that an actual brick and mortar business that literally have done business for many years, just pick up all of their things and left hundreds of people without a check. You don't have to worry about this because this company's been around and stood the test of time, guys. So you don't have to worry about that with this company. Okay. It is a global company, which means that we are in over 150 countries, guys. We ship our incredible products in 100 different countries, got 150 different countries. Total Life Changes has business capabilities in over 100 companies, guys. Okay. This is one of my favorite parts because on March 31st, just of this year, in 2016, we have been named the #1 compensation plan in 2006 in the world, God, in our industry, guys. That's absolutely incredible. What that just simply means, guys, Total Life Changes has been a company of restoration. I love that word, restoration. It's really been restoring marriages. It's been restoring people. It's been healing people. It's been, bringing really some things that have been broken in many people's lives. It has brought restoration because of the compensation plan, guys. All right, Mr. Jack Fallon, right, the CEO and founder of Total Life Changes. Now, I've been fortunate enough to really, meet a lot of CEOs, and I've met some great CEOs, but I've never in my life have been able to experience a gentleman such as this, guys. If you Google Jack Fallon and you really, go on YouTube and you really see some videos of this guy, in a backyard barbecue, really, fellowshipping with the leaders and really just, without any security guards. It just tells you that, the visionary of this company is grounded. That's very important when you're looking to evaluate a company to partner with is, okay, who is the head? Because I truly believe, due to the law of honor, that you have to recognize who's the one that's in authority. See, I believe that, the blessing is only released when you can recognize who's in authority, right? And I understood that Jack Fallon, when him and our VP of sales, Mr. Kenny Lloyd, washed someone's feet, meaning that they served a rep in the company by washing their feet as a symbolization of them serving the company, guys. Absolutely incredible. Founded in 1999 in the basement of his home, guys. So this gentleman really just, he is not someone who just came from corporate America. He's not someone who just wants to get money, guys. This guy's, his vision is to bring products to the marketplace that gives people immediate results, and he did that by starting it in his basement. Okay, to offer high quality products that would permit people to live a normal quality of life, and the products and the products be highly affordable. At TLC, lives are changing every single day. We have products that work. I will repeat that. We truly have products that work, guys. So we tap into several different industries, guys, and I'm going to really just share a few of them. We tap into the health and wellness industry, as you see. We also tap into the weight loss industry. We also tap into the skincare line, guys. We also tap into the sexual performance enhancement industry. We also tap into the gourmet coffee industry, the energy and longevity, and also the shapewear industry, guys. Now, if you look at this slide, each of these industries are literally trillion, if not billion-dollar industries, guys. So we're going to talk about a few of these industries moving forward, guys. So let's go to some before and after photos of some people who have been taking our products and getting real results. We have products with proven results, guys. As you see on the left, my personal friend, business partner, Miss Nina Moore, this young lady lost 95 pounds in the course of 1 year from using our products, guys. I mean, it's just so incredible that we can have so many individuals in this company that, where products are giving them the results that's not only changing them in their health, but also changing them in their wealth. Because most of our partners have tried the products before they became partners, guys. So let's get right into it, guys. So amazing products, guys. We have 48 products in our portfolio. Let's start with the weight loss industry, guys. The weight loss industry, really, this is my favorite product because this is the introduction. This is truly the introduction to all the products that we currently have. Remember I told you that story when I lost those 13 pounds? I lost those 13 pounds not because it was a weight loss tea. It was only because I was detoxifying my body on a cellular level, guys. This IASO tea that's flooding Instagram, flooding Facebook, flooding Snapchat. What it does, it cleanses the intestines while helping you lose weight. So the sidebar of you detoxing your body is that you lose weight. How I like to give an example is, those 5-pound bags of sugar? Imagine carrying that all day, guys. That is in our body that we need to flush, and this tea is enabling us to do that, guys. So most of these natural herbs, most of us are familiar with. Holy thistle, marshmallow, holy thistle, marshmallow, blessed thistle, ginger, papaya, myrrh, chamomile. These are a lot of the ingredients that a lot of people are already familiar with. A lot of people are already familiar with or are automatically taking these things organically. But Jack Fallon came up with a solution to put it in a tea form, guys. Okay, this is great with irregular or constipation, even with small children, seniors, even those who have physical challenges. This is also for those who have digestion issues, guys. Known to improve overall digestion and absorption of nutrients. Ingredients known to shed unwanted pounds and burns fat. It provides sustainable energy, allows you to smile more. I can tell you this, I remember, because we live in a townhome, and I remember before taking this tea, guys, my energy level was real low. I don't care if I slept 8 to 10 hours the night before. By the time I would carry my sons out the garage and take them upstairs and lay them down in bed, I was exhausted. after I shed those pounds and got the waste out of my body, my sleep was better, but most importantly, my energy increased. Provides relief from allergies, and I just actually came to an understanding that, just last year I was really battling around this time, because this is the time that pollen falls down here. I don't know the part of the country that you're listening to, but we got pollen down here, and normally pollen affects a lot of us. Last year it was, I had sore throats, my eyes were red, my eyes were tearing. A lot of us are fighting the flu around this season, but would you believe, since I've been taking this ISOT, I haven't been dealing with those issues, guys. Okay, we're going to go right into the next portion, but it also cleans your colon, your kidney, your liver, your lungs. And I'm saying this because a lot of folks don't understand that it's not for those who are looking to lose weight. Okay, I will repeat, this tea is not for those who are just looking to lose weight. This is for those who eat meat, right? If we eat meat, if we breathe air, we need to detox, guys. So this is why it's important for us to understand this. Okay, it detoxifies us from chemicals created by pesticides, fungus, yeast, and all bad bacteria in our colon and our digestive tract. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I do apologize. Let's get right into it, guys. We also have two dynamic products, which one of them I'm going to express because it is considered liposuction in a bottle. Okay, this is called the Ultra HCG drops. Okay, you can lose up to 2 pounds a day, and what it does, it reprograms your fat deposits and it accelerates your metabolism. See, the godmother of my kids, Miss Latanya Hughes, she was fortunate enough to try the products. Of course, she wanted to support the business, but this young lady was able to lose 40 pounds in 2 months. Her first week, she lost 11 pounds by using this HCG drops. This is based upon a 500-calorie diet. Okay, I will repeat that. A 500-calorie diet, right? No exercise. Now, a lot of us say when we hear 500 calories, man, that's what, just breakfast. But I will tell you this: when you start taking this HCG drops, it is going to naturally, suppress your appetite to the point where you have to force yourself to eat, guys. For those who are looking for a higher calorie intake, we do have a solution called the Resolution Drops, right? This is basically the HCG on steroids, and what it does, instead of a 500-calorie diet, it is going to give you a 1,200-calorie diet. Yes, it does come with a meal plan, so you don't have to search the internet and find out what you got to eat. It actually provides everything for you. I had a young lady that lost 60 pounds, in a course of 2 months by actually utilizing, these Resolution Drops. Okay, real people, real results, guys. Monique, guys, this mother of 3, 2 grandkids, woman who had been, I'm talking about, sick and tired of battling her weight. This young lady lost 37 pounds in 30 days, guys. 37 pounds in 30 days. I'm talking about Stefan. Listen, this gentleman, oh my God, his story is incredible. He lost 158 pounds in 5 months, right? 158 pounds in 5 months. This gentleman literally weighed at 301 pounds, guys. This is absolutely incredible, guys. He's totally off his prescription medicines, okay? We're changing lives, guys. Yes, and for those, when I came across this product called Slim PM, right? You can burn fat while you sleep. Yes, you can, right? This product you can take as it's a chai tea latte that you drink 2 hours before you go to bed, and you literally can burn fat while you sleep, guys. I had a young lady who lost 8 pounds in a course of 4 days by taking this product that we have called the Slim PM. Okay, we also tap into the health and wellness industry, guys. Let's talk about the NutriBurst. Now, I told you guys that I tried the ISOT, right? And I detoxed my body. But I found out about a product that can give me nutrients. Now, I was very unfamiliar with liquid vitamins, but I was so used to taking a 1 a day for men, 1 a day, of course, ladies, 1 a day for women, but also those Flintstone vitamins that most of us are familiar with when we was younger, or when we gave, some of the vitamins that we give our kids. But when I found out that when we're taking these B12 tablets and these capsules, by the time it breaks down in our system, family, we're only absorbing 10 to 25% of the nutrients and the minerals and the vitamins that's in these capsules, guys. But when I found that we have a product that gives you a 98% absorption rate, yes, 98% of all of the minerals in the fruits and vegetables that is in this multivitamin, you're going to get in your system, guys. Why? Because it's liquid. This has 72 minerals, 19 amino acids, 13 whole green foods. Just plainly put, you can take a tablespoon of this Nutriverse, and it's almost like eating 10 green salads in 1 tablespoon. I like this story because just the other week, my son, he's 4 years old. Of course, you know, if you got kids, you know when they're not feeling well. So he wakes up in the morning. He says, "Daddy, you know, I'm hot. You know, I'm hot." And I'm saying, okay, you're hot. Okay, let's go downstairs. I'm about to maybe get him something to drink to see if it will help him. But I felt him. He had a fever. And I said, well, let me give him, you know, a shot of this Nutriverse. So I gave him a cap full of this Nutriverse. And would you believe after 15 to 20 minutes, the fever broke and he came back to himself? And I'll just make you laugh. When I mean coming back to himself, I'm talking about wrestling. I'm talking about, you know, turning up. I'm talking about playing with his cars and wrestling and messing with his little brother and really just, you know, being the kid that he normally is, all because he got the proper nutrients in his body because of this Nutriverse product, guys. I love it. Now, we also have, along with the health and wellness, we have two longevity products. One is Chaga, another is Gano. Now, again, I will make a disclaimer out there. We do not claim or make any type of health claims, but I will tell you of some testimonies of some peoples and business partners who have been utilizing these products, guys. The Chaga has been known in Russia and China to really heal people, right, from cancer. You know, I had a young lady that I actually was fortunate to hear a story that she was taking the Chaga along with this product called Gano, and would you believe that her tumor went down 98% from taking these two products. The Gano, of course, most of us are familiar with Ganoderma. This product has been around literally for thousands of years. I had a young lady just the other week tell me that since she's been taking Gano, she's a diabetic patient. She's overcoming diabetes. Yes, I am going to say she's overcoming diabetes, right? She started taking this Gano product. Would you believe that 6 months into using this Gano product, right, this young lady was able to wean herself off of her prescription medicines, right? And no insulin, right? Because this product had been lowering her cholesterol levels, lowering her sugar levels, guys. These are two dynamic products that are natural immune boosters, right? Anybody who always falls victim to the flu, I promise you, if you get these two products in your system, they're going to fight the things in your body that's not supposed to be overcoming your body, right? Okay, we also tap into the energy and longevity industry, guys. This is another favorite product of mine called the NRG. What it does, it turns up your energy, but it turns off your appetite. This is an energy supplement that literally has a group of key supportive minerals. Now, I say that because most of us are familiar with the Red Bulls. You know, most of us are familiar with the Monster drinks. Most of us are familiar with the Kickstarters. I say that because I used to drink these products, and my tolerance level have grown so high to the point that I would literally have to drink 2 to 3 in order for me to really get, really get that energy I needed, right? But how many of us would agree drinking these energy drinks by about 3 to 4, 5 hours, you got a headache, you got a crash, you feel horrible. You know, a young lady I did a home presentation for the other week, she said she drank a Red Bull, and when she shifted her body, she dropped the pin. She went to pick the pin up. All of the blood rushed to her head, and she almost got dizzy, right? Because these products are not healthy for us to take. Well, guys, we have a natural, raw source of energy called NRG. If you say it fast, it means energy, right? Just the other week, my wife and I did a lot of traveling. We went to Colombia on a Friday evening. We ended up traveling to Atlanta the Saturday morning. We ended up traveling back from Atlanta to Charleston that Sunday morning, not to go home, but to go to another presentation, guys. That whole weekend, I wasn't able to sleep. I would say I had about maybe 7 to 10 hours of sleep that whole weekend, right? But because I was taking this product called NRG, I was able to keep mental focus. I had mental clarity, but my energy level has been increased. But I was able to be functionable, guys. I was able to be functionable because of this product, guys. This actually helps you burn up to 300 to 600 calories a day as well. We also tap into the coffee industry, guys. Now, most of us like coffee, but I will tell you, it's nothing like drinking a coffee that is a healthy alternative. We have a product called the Delgado, as you see here. My business partner, Townsend from Orlando, Florida. This young lady was able to lose 7 pounds in 1 week. Another friend of mine from Miami, Florida, was able to lose 11 pounds in a course of 2 weeks from her drinking coffee. Me, my personal self, guys, just the other week, I was able to lose 4 pounds in a course of 3 days from me drinking this Delgado coffee. This coffee is incredible, but it does have the extracts of the gano and the chaga, which we just explained earlier, guys. You can lose up to 1 pound a day from drinking our coffee. We also tap into the skincare industry, guys. Now, this Emule oil is very dear to me simply because I will tell you this. I had a friend that served in the Army. Right now he's a disabled vet. And this gentleman literally came down to a presentation that we had. We called it the wild party. So he comes and he has this lower back pain that he has because he got shot with the AK-47 in his back, right? So he came down from Afghanistan, and would you believe that this gentleman, by rubbing this oil onto the area of pain, this gentleman was able to, after an hour of rubbing that oil on his back, he did not feel the pain. I got another young lady, a testimony that I'm gonna bring on very shortly here. Lisa Burks, right, a local business owner down here in Charleston, South Carolina. She's a 25-year business owner. She owns a school. She owns a nonprofit organization, but she owns her own natural hair care line, guys. And would you believe this young lady had a throbbing pain in her inner thumb? Thank you. In her inner thumb, and would you believe she has not been able to experience that level of pain because of this Emule oil. Now, this has 100 different benefits, but I will tell you this. This product, ladies, it does help regenerate edges. Men, it does help regenerate with bald spots, right? But anybody that's battling with any type of skin disorders like eczema, this is also going to help out with that as well. Okay, we also have a product called the Slim R. Now, you can just look at this, guys. This has literally been giving people the proper results. The proper results, guys. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Giving people results, guys, in a matter of weeks, guys. Rub it in, wrap it up, and say goodbye to the gut, right? Rub it in, wrap it up, say goodbye to the gut, guys. That Slim R product has been doing wonders for those who are battling with any type of stretch marks. It literally, as you see, a before one of my business partner, Miss Candace Bird Davis, guys, it is literally sculpting her body the way it was designed to be. Okay, we also have a product called the NVIDIA. We just released this back in January, guys. It is exclusive to TotalLifeChanges. It is a human cell regeneration serum that you actually could use to remove wrinkles. It repairs damaged skin, but it dissolves fine lines. I like to say that it wipes 5 years off your face in 5 days, right? And again, we don't make any claims, but these are testimonies of some people. As you see, look at Sonia's skin, right? Look at day 1, day 21. Look at that. You know, incredible results. Sexual performance industry, guys. I will tell you a joke here. We was at a business partner's presentation a few months ago, and this gentleman actually came into the shop, and he said, man, you know, I would like to try this. And he ended up trying it. The next day he comes back, do you have a whole bottle of it, right? This is our natural sexual performance product called Strike Up for Men and Love for Women. Now, this does not only supply those who have trouble, but if you're looking for an explosion, guys, this will do its job, guys. It's great for rekindling the intimacy. Ladies, it does help with moisture. Men, it does help up with longevity, and it does stimulate that mood, guys. So these are two products that are, I would say, along with the ISOT, are some of our top selling products, guys. We do have tap into the garment, have the Caprice, right, the full garment line, O'Fallon, which is for men. We have so many different of garments that can lift you, shift you, but also gift you, guys. Let's see. So what I would like to do now is really bring aboard my business partner who has literally experienced the product. Let me stop sharing my screen here. Let me exit this out. Hopefully you guys could see me. But I'm gonna go ahead and really pass it over to my business partner, Miss Lisa Burks, to really kind of tell you guys a testimony on how she was actually able to use one of our products. Miss Lisa, can you share with these beautiful people how this product has been doing wonders for you?
Hello, hello. This is Lisa Live, and I am really excited to be here today and to be a part of the number of the growing industry that is taking the world by storm, Project 1,000 Families and Total Life Changes. I am very excited to talk about the emu oil. This emu oil is absolutely fantastic. This oil has given me the opportunity to have pain-free hands. I would like to say that one more time, ladies and gentlemen. I have pain-free hands, and more so the thumbs. I make locks for a living, ladies and gentlemen. I help people with the Cancer Society, and I make lock wigs, which I call units. I make kinky twist wigs, I make afro wigs, black power. I make everything that's needed in the ethnic community to help a woman feel and look beautiful. Well, while I'm doing that, I often am in distress, was rather, and for years, I would always get deep neuromuscular massages from a good friend of mine who has a business, a massage spa, you know, Claiborne's Massage Bar in Charleston. And I am very happy that I didn't have to go back as often as I was going. And now I'm just getting regular massages, all due to emu oil. That's E, M as in man, U as in understand. You can Google it, ladies and gentlemen. You can read about it at your leisure. But this oil is absolutely fantastic. I have no more pain in my thumbs. I've had that pain in the joint of my thumbs for more than 5 years, and I just worked through it because we have to work. We have to work, but right now I am experiencing some semblance of time freedom, and it will expand as I expand my horizons and do what I need to do. As an entrepreneur, I'll be able to help so much more people and give my hands a break, but I'm still working, and we're working it out because the emu oil is applied daily. And with that, I would say thank you all for letting me come on this webinar and sharing my marvelous, marvelous emu oil.
Yes, definitely. Well, again, guys, you know, that's a real person there. This young lady is a great entrepreneur, man, who really just, you know, took the product and used it. But, you know, guys, as we transition into this presentation, you know, I wanted to really bring upon this next presenter, right? Elite Pierre. This gentleman is a father of 6. Of course, he's married to a beautiful young lady, Miss Pierre. We're just super excited to really introduce. He does serve in the military, guys, so hats off to him. We're super excited for the things that God has for him and his wife and his kids. And I just wanted to, first of all, let you guys know that as we transition into this next presentation, I want you guys to get a pen and paper out, because the gentleman that you're about to actually hear from, he's an executive director, right? Going regional, right? Going regional. He is literally an author. This gentleman, I'm just finding out just recently that this gentleman actually was Amazon's top pick as a book that he actually has released. Only the Elite, guys. Really check that out. Go on Amazon, Only the Elite. But this gentleman has been speaking across the nation, really inspiring and uplifting individuals. I would like to introduce to some and present to others Mr. Elite Pierre. Mr. Pierre, did you make it back on? Can't hear you, sir. Awesome. I don't know. I still can't hear you, sir. See if you can turn it out. You got to just turn it. Maybe I can. There you are. All right. All right. Be patient with us, guys, as we get this.
Mr. Townsend, can you hear me now?
Oh man, I can hear you loud and clear, sir. Take it away.
Awesome. Hey, we're not gonna let the devil get in the way, right? So Man, I don't know what's going on with my slide presentation. I don't know what's going on with my computer over here. But we're going to make this happen. So I just moved on over here to the other side of the office and got on my wife's login. We're going to make this happen. So, Mr. Townsend, first of all, I want to thank you so much for getting on this webinar, sharing the goods with the good people. Your story is impeccable. And it's just an honor. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to share this platform with you tonight. I took some nuggets. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all were writing things down, but, I mean, the seed to increase is knowledge. That was a nugget that I'm going to need going on my journey. The mindset is always before the money. Just to recap, I mean, just hearing you present, Mr. Townsend, I truly, truly appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you took notes along the way. But if you haven't done so already, just like Mr. Townsend said, please grab a pen and paper. We're going to adapt and overcome. Let me grab my computer. We're going to make this happen. Watch this, because I got a treat for y'all this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I get to talk about the money. So I'm excited because I think this is the best part of the presentation. Yes, I lost 4 pounds in 5 days. NutriBurst is my favorite product. All my products are still in my vehicle because I got events tonight. I had an event yesterday. Like I even bring usually I got my display back here. So those of y'all who know me, I usually keep my display in my office. I don't even have my display in the office today, but you know, I want y'all to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is a blessing and it's not in disguise. This is live and in living color. So I want to just give you a quick background about me. For those of you who don't know me, I want to do a quick background, and I also want to show you the money, as they say. So my name is Pierre. I'm 35 years old, been in the military for 18 years, okay? Now, when I was young, I was coming up, and, you know, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the inner city of Pittsburgh. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. A lot of my friends in my family, and I'm going to talk about my friends specifically real briefly, they still in the hood doing the same thing they was doing back when I left in 2008. You understand? And I knew that I did not want that for me. I did not want that for my children. I did not want that for my family. So I had to do something different to what? To have something different. You know, you already know. You already know how that works. If I'm okay where I'm at, then I can be comfortable where I'm at. But if I know that I'm worth more than this job is willing to pay me, if I'm worth more than what they're going to give me and provide for me, then I'm going to have to go out here and do something different, ladies and gentlemen. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to be open to opportunity when it knocked. They say when opportunity knocks, you either open the door or you ignore it. How many of you press ignore on your phone when you get a phone call? Sometimes we press the ignore button on opportunities that's right on your lap, ladies and gentlemen. I chose the latter. I chose to go ahead and make the decision, a conscious decision to make the rest of my life the best of my life. So I want you to keep an open mind. What I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to transition. I want to make sure y'all can actually see the information that I'm going to share with y'all today. So watch this. Hold on. Mr. Townsend did an amazing job going over the money, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for him. Just mentally hand clap, because I can't hear y'all. Just give a hand clap for Mr. Townsend. He did a phenomenal job. All right, so Mr. Townsend, can y'all see my slide? Can y'all see this slide right here, Total Life Changes Compensation?
Not yet, sir.
All right, hold on. Let me try this. Yeah, this should be showing the whole thing. All right, how about, can you see my screen, or do you still see me?
Still see you, sir.
Okay. All right, well, we just gonna hit this. Y'all not gonna be able to see it. Y'all gonna be able to see me. So once again, grab a piece of paper. We're not gonna let the devil get in the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna make sure that the goods are delivered and y'all get this information. My mentor said we're gonna get this money. So we're gonna get to this money. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored and I'm privileged to be able to tell you a little bit about how the compensation plan with Total Life Changes works. Before I even go into how it works, I just want y'all to mentally understand that the reason why this compensation plan works is because those phenomenal products that Mr. Townsend just went over with you, because they work. I write that down if you're taking notes like I asked you to. The reason why this compensation plan works, ladies and gentlemen, is because the products work. People are having real testimonies. People are having real experiences. People are having real life results with these products, ladies and gentlemen. And because of this, people are actually coming back. The customers are using the products. The distributors are reordering products, and we are getting paid. All right? So write this down, ladies and gentlemen. A compensation plan doesn't just pay. It pays big. This is the most lucrative compensation plan I've ever seen in my life. I've been in previous companies before. 3 years in the industry, ladies and gentlemen. I've been with TotalLifeChanges for 17 months. They pay me every single week on Thursday like clockwork. Like clockwork, ladies and gentlemen. And this clock don't stop. You ever have a clock battery die? You look up at the time, you're like, that ain't right. And you look, the battery's dead. It's not even ticking. Ladies and gentlemen, TotalLifeChanges is a clock that don't stop ticking. They got it right. It's been around for 16 years. So I want y'all to understand, you got to write this information down because it's going to seem a little unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you a little bit about a few people. Now, I'm going to tell you my story, but I can't really brag on myself like I can brag on my business partners. Mr. Rashid Booth, let me tell you about him. He's a retired military member. I'm still active duty. You know how you retire, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, the average veteran in the United States Army, or active or retired, when they get out, they go get another government job, ladies and gentlemen. I talked to a lot of people. I asked them what their plans are when they retire. They're looking forward to another job. Mr. Rashid Booth was able to retire from the military and not go back to work because of TotalLifeChanges. He walked across the stage in New Orleans with a $100,000 check, ladies and gentlemen, in a year. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't make that much money in the military. All right, I don't make that much money. I don't know how many people out there who are watching this webinar right now. If you make 6 figures a year, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get real excited about this compensation plan. Because real recognize real, and if you know money and you see opportunity. Another person I want to tell you about, this personal mentor of mine, actually, I got a chance to spend time with him yesterday. I got a chance to spend time with him and his wife on Thursday because they came down here to pour into not only me, but the entire organization in the Carolina area. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Huff and Mrs. Jackie Huff, Brian Huff and Jackie Huff, they came down here and poured into us, ladies and gentlemen. Only been in TLC for 17 months, just like myself. Walked across the stage in New Orleans with a $200,000 check. I want y'all to understand, these are real people with real results. These people are real close to me. I know them personally. Last but not least, my mentor, my sponsor, my direct line coach, ladies and gentlemen, the person who's helping myself, Adrian, Miss Janelle Avery, Mr. Will Jeffries, everybody that is in my organization, we're feeling the direct support and energy from Miss Candace Bird Davis and Mr. Javon Davis. They walked across the stage in New Orleans with a $200,000 check, ladies and gentlemen. We joined TLC at the same time. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand? So if it's possible for them, if it's possible for me, you got to know it's possible for you. You got to know that it's possible for you, ladies and gentlemen. So watch this. Mr. Townsend already hit it. We're the #1 compensation plan in the world. Voted for the people, by the people. So documentation beats conversation. I can tell you all I want to tell you. But if you go do your research and you Google, or matter of fact, don't even Google, just go to Best Comp Plan 2016, you want to see the results. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. I can't make this stuff up. TLC pays us 5 ways. So let's get into the nitty-gritty so we can wrap up. Because I'm not going to keep y'all long, I promise. TLC pays us 5 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your notepad, write down on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen, is called retail commissions. Yes, when you have someone go to your free website that TLC gives you, they're going to get a product, a bottle of NutriBurst, a month supply of tea, a bottle of NRG, a garment, right? Some skincare. They got to look good, right? Summertime's around the corner, right? You are going to get 50% commission on the sales that come through your office. And what did you do? Send them to your website. Easy, ladies and gentlemen. Easy, but just as what is easy to do is just as easy not to do. So I challenge you, ladies and gentlemen, don't take the easy way out to not do easy things. Don't take the easy way out to not do easy things, ladies and gentlemen. Powerful, powerful ways to get paid. Let me give you an example. So RT, a month supply is $44.95. The volume attached to that product is 40 points, right? Volume is the equivalency of the profit margin on the product. Y'all understand that? $44, 40 points. You get $20, ladies and gentlemen, for every month supply of tea, for every bottle of NutriBurst, for every bottle of NRG. How many people do you know could be affected by everything Mr. Townsend just shared with you? You got to take that to heart, ladies and gentlemen. You got to take that to heart. Now that you have this information, you have an obligation because you know somebody that needs this. It might not be for you. I love saying this. If you're watching this webinar, this might not even be for you. That's okay. Guess what? You know somebody that needs this. Be honest with yourself. And you're obligated to share. Because I take it personally. I'm obligated to share this opportunity, these products, this money with people because I was in a position similar to some of you, ladies and gentlemen. So get that $20. Part 2, fast start bonus. We like to call this the finder's fee, ladies and gentlemen. Every time you share a product with somebody, they're going to see an opportunity just like I seen an opportunity, just like Mr. Townsend seen an opportunity, just like Mr. Huff seen an opportunity, Mr. Rashi Boo seen an opportunity, just like Miss Candace Bird Davis seen an opportunity. People are out here just like us looking for opportunity. When you run across those people and share this information with them, they're going to want to partner with you. The company's going to give you 50% of their of the package that they get started at. Now, a lot of people say, well, Mr. Pierre, how much does it cost to join Total Life Changes? It costs a big fat nothing. How about that? It's free to join Total Life Changes. All we require is that you are a product of the product. Drink the tea, take the NutriBurst, take the NRG, wear a garment, look good, right? Make the better part of your life start now. And because of it, you can get paid. So we have packages that range to meet anybody's financial situation. Whether you only have $100 to spare or you have $5,000 to spare, ladies and gentlemen, you can get in where you fit in and choose a package that best fits you. It's not about us, it's about you. We already in. We already have this blessing. Mr. Fallon tailored this program to work for you no matter where you are in your life. But the company's going to give you 50%. So let me give you an example. I got to give you examples. Let's say you meet me. I want to get started at the $500 package, right? That $500 package actually cost me about $559-ish, right? You get $250, ladies and gentlemen. $250 finder's fee for finding an elite Pierre. And you know I'm not just going to sit on this, right? I'm going to work because I've been working all my life. I know how to work. I'm a hustler, right? I'm going to go out here and I'm going to not hustle in the negative way. I'm going to hustle to make sure I leave an impact in people's lives, make a difference in this world. Like Gandhi said, I'm going to leave this place better than it was when I found it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we have to do with Total Life Changes. So the third way we get paid, I love this one. The first two was the right now money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the residual income. The third way we get paid is called the hybrid binary compensation. I need y'all to write this one down because this one really counts. Hybrid binary. So what does residual income mean, Mr. Pierre? It means you get paid for doing something once, but you get paid over and over and over again, month after month, year after year. Matter of fact, let's rewind this. This is TLC, week after week, month after month, year after year, as long as you stay on the products and keep that product coming to you every month for your personal use. How fair is that? Ladies and gentlemen, when you join Total Life Changes, all we ask is that you introduce this product, introduce this opportunity with somebody, right? You have to build a team. No, you don't have to build a team, but you got to build a team if you want this part of the compensation plan. Yes, I have business partners that's making thousands of dollars weekly strictly off the retail. Yes, I do. I do. My wife and I personally, I can't make income claims, ladies and gentlemen. I can't brag on myself like I can brag on others, but we make a pretty penny weekly in retail sales alone. Not even talking about the team production. But let's talk about the team production so I can give you some examples. You build a left team and a right team. The company only requires you to personally sponsor one person on your left team, one person on your right team. This is a binary. It's not those other companies where you have to build 7, 8, 9, 12, 15 legs of business just to max out, right? 2 legs, left team, right team. As your organizations grow, you're going to help them. I got 2 legs just like you got 2 legs, right? So my organization is going to build into your organization. Does that make sense? All right. As your organization grows, ladies and gentlemen, some of y'all starting to click. So I feel it. I feel the energy coming through the net. Some of it's starting to click for some of y'all. As your organization grows, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a left team and a right team that's generating weekly volume. The company is going to take a snapshot every Thursday at midnight. And the lesser team, they're going to pay you 10 to 25% residual income every week on the volume of your entire organization. Now we're talking about leveraging the efforts of others. It's not just your work. It's not just you pounding the pavement. It's not just you making the phone calls. Now it's the entire organization working as a machine to build an organization that's changing lives. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a blessing. This is nothing short of a blessing. So let me give you an example. Your left team made $5,000 this week. But your right team, I mean, they went to work, ladies and gentlemen. You got a big leader over there out of the DMV, right? I'm just giving y'all my personal example. You got a big leader out there that's going to work. Maybe they popping a rank this week, right? And they popped off like 8,000 volumes this week, right? Just in one leg. That's just your one leg, ladies and gentlemen. Just in one leg. The company's going to pay you 10% at the entry level of the 5,000 in your lesser leg. How many of you could use the extra $500 a month? This is real, ladies and gentlemen. That could change your zip code. That could get you out of debt. Extra $500. A week. I said a month. What could an extra $500 a week do for you, ladies and gentlemen? Realistically, you got to ask yourself, right? That's just the third way we get paid. Now the fourth way we get paid. This gets even better. Check match. Write that down. Number 4 is check match. Ladies and gentlemen, the people that you share this business with, as they go to work and they build their organization and you support them, you provide them assistance, the company says we're going to reward you for that. We're going to give you 50% of what they make on the binary compensation. The third way we get paid that I just talked about, I need y'all to tie that into the fourth way we get paid. Because everybody you help earn money that you personally introduced, on the third way, you get 50% of it. Let me give you an example. Miss Janelle Avery from the DMV. If I help her make $500 this week, I make $250. Right? That's just in the binary, not counting the fast starts that she earned, not counting the retail sales that she earned, just on the binary. If Mr. Will Jeffries out of Cincinnati, Ohio goes out and he makes $5,000 on a binary this week, I get, ladies and gentlemen, $2,500 check match. This is unlimited. There's no limit to how many people I can introduce to the business. The binary maxes out at $20,000 a week. So ask yourself, is it okay to max out at $20,000 a week? Because I've never made no $20,000 in 1 week, ladies and gentlemen, in anything I've ever done. That is something I'm looking forward to. So that's the fourth way we get paid. It actually goes down 2 generations because Miss Janelle Avery, Mr. Will Jeffries, they went out and they shared this opportunity with other people that they know too. The people that they introduce, ladies and gentlemen, not only do you get a 50% off of the people you introduce, but you get 10 to 50% based on your rank in the company off the people they introduce. Woo! I hope you got that written down, ladies and gentlemen, because when I first seen it, I didn't believe it. That's the most powerful way we get paid out of all of them is the check match. Put a little star next to it. Fifth and final way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the lifestyle bonus. At the position of national director and above, you get a $1,500 monthly income, a monthly check mailed to you, separate from all your other pay. So if you got the card, you know, when you get the direct deposit every week, once you get the position national director, ladies and gentlemen, they will send you an extra check in the mail. That's totally separate. for your lifestyle. Some companies give you like a Cadillac or a BMW or a Bentley or something that you have to qualify for, and you have to put your own credit on the line, all that stuff, right? And if you don't qualify for the rank, they don't pay you the rank. Yeah, stuff like that. Mr. Fallon said, no, we're not going to put people in a tight situation. We're going to keep them safe. You earn it, you get it. It's yours. You do what you want to do with it. It's your lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, the 5 ways we get paid is the most powerful way that I've seen to get paid in anything that anybody can become a part of. I don't know if any of you have ever looked into investing into a franchise, but the minimum I've seen a franchise, I wanted to open up a Subway when I lived back in Pittsburgh. They wanted almost $25,000 just to apply for the franchise. And it might get disapproved. You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this opportunity right here is amazing for the average person with no experience. So it doesn't matter where you fall, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been in the industry before, Total Life Changes is for you. If you've never been in the industry, Total Life Changes is for you. If you would like to just give it a try, this is what I want to tell you. I do these presentations, like Mr. Townsend said. I travel the nation, ladies and gentlemen, and I do these presentations. I run into 3 types of people. A 1, a 2, and a 3. A 1 says, you know what, this ain't for me, but I like them products Mr. Townsend was talking about. Let me get some of that NutriBurst. I take vitamins from GNC. I take men's pack. I take women's pack. I take those Flintstones still because they chewable and they taste good. I don't want them nasty pills. Got it. Try the NutriBurst. Just give us a testimony. That's all we ask you for, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever invited you to watch this webinar, get back with them. Let them know I'm a number 1. Matter of fact, text them right now. Say I'm a number 1. I just want to try the products. A number 2 says, you know what? This sounds pretty good. I don't got no $5,000, Mr. Pierre, but I can invest a little something. Let me get started. let me roll with y'all. I don't know when it's gonna come, but you know I'm willing to give it a try. If you're willing to give it a try, ladies and gentlemen, you're number 2. We welcome you to the team. We love you for this. Come be a part of what we got going on because it's special. You're not gonna see anything like this ever, anywhere again. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it now. A number 1, ladies and gentlemen. I said it backwards, didn't I? My wife just gave me a signal out of the corner of my eye. A number 3 is a customer. We're gonna count it up. We're gonna count it down. A number 3 is a customer. A number 2 wants to try it. They want to try it out. So if you already text the person who invited you, go ahead and text them again and say, "Oops, customer. He said the wrong number. My bad." A number 1, ladies and gentlemen, let me get up and close and personal. A number 1 is an entrepreneur, right? They said, man, we are about to make something happen, right? We ain't going to just try this. We're going to do this. If you're a number 1 and you're ready to lock arms, ladies and gentlemen, with the person who invited you to this webinar, get in and get in big, ladies and gentlemen. Get in at the biggest package that your belief level, your faith level, and your bank account can afford. Because I don't know your situation. I know my situation. My situation was I needed this. When I was introduced to Total Life Changes, ladies and gentlemen, we was flat broke. And we still got our struggles, but guess what? My man said, life has enough challenges. Money shouldn't be one of them. Life has enough challenges. Money should not be one of them. I agree. If you agree, ladies and gentlemen, partner up. I don't know what your situation is, but we welcome you with open arms. Let's do this. We will change 1,000 families this year to a 6-figure income. We will make that change. We will make that shift. The only question is, will you be one of them? Are you going to be one of the families? The title of this website is I Am 1,000 Families. I am 1,000 families. Mr. Townsend is 1,000 families. Mrs. Pierre is 1,000 families. Miss Candace Burke-Davis is 1,000 families. Everybody that you see across the banner above is 1,000 families, ladies and gentlemen. Will you be one of them? Sometimes we just got to make a decision to bring struggling to an end. Bring heartache to an end. Bring pain to an end. Let's survive. Ladies and gentlemen, get back in contact with the person who invited you right now. And let's get started right now of making the rest of your life the best of your life, ladies and gentlemen. I can be found at elitepierre.me. That's ELITEPIERRE.me. Definitely hit me up and connect with me, ladies and gentlemen. Connect with me. I would love to see and hear your results. I thrive off the growth of others. just hit me up on Facebook. Say, hey, Mr. Pierre, I appreciate you. I just wanted to let you know I lost 5 pounds in 5 days. Woo, that's gonna help me make an extra $500 this week because you just gave me some juice. Y'all get me? I just want to see us win, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this webinar. You may now get back with the person who invited you. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the top of your success. Y'all have a good day. You may now disconnect.